Hello, everybody. It's Sandra. Welcome to my video on what sold on my eBay page. I think it's about $2,600 or so. There's lots and lots of jewelry this time. Some other stuff, but it is mostly jewelry. A lot of people are looking to flip jewelry, especially, and other items too, for a profit. These videos, I think, are very helpful because it shows you exactly what I was able to get for some of these pieces. And I'll also tell you what I paid for it, if I can remember, of course, that is. If anybody watching bought anything from me, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sincerely, I do. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think, and we'll get going right now. I found this beautiful sterling silver necklace in a pawn store. Now, I think I paid $100 for this, but I was buying a lot of other stuff. So he did knock some money off the total at the end. And I already made all my money back from that entire haul. And I'm going to be keeping a couple of pieces too. So in the money already on this. This is a very cool piece. It is signed A. Munoz. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. It's almost 55 grams of sterling silver. Isn't it pretty? I think it's very unusual. Has some nice age on it. Beautiful vintage sterling silver Mexican Texaco necklace. Sold this one for a best offer of $123. This gorgeous vintage chalcedony bracelet is sterling silver. I love the color of it and also that sort of metalwork on the silver. See how it's filigree? Oh, it's so beautiful. It was in fantastic condition. A very beautiful Art Deco piece. Oh, I love that so much. There's the spring ring. Can you see that sterling silver there? Isn't that pretty? Beautiful color, beautiful condition. I got this as part of an auction lot. I'm not sure if I'm in the money yet or not, but I will be at some point. Sold this gorgeous old bracelet for $100. I got this item at an auction too. This was also part of a large lot. This is an amazing price. It's an amazing piece. This is a Miriam Haskell. I couldn't find anything quite like it, so I think it's kind of a rare item. And there's how big it is. I put it on this measurer that I get on Amazon. I think it's called a sewing mat. And you can see it's more than 3 inches long. It's so beautiful. Let me move myself so we can take a good look at that cartouche. There's the cartouche with the signature. Miriam Haskell, of course, is very collectible. And there it is from the front. Hopefully you can see how pretty that is. Let me see if I have any other angles. Well, there it is with it closed. Wouldn't that look pretty in your hair? This did come in an auction lot. I can't remember what I paid for the lot or how much stuff was in there, but I think I may have already made my money back on that lot, and I sold this one for $149. This is only the second time I've ever found Harry Winston, and this is a very beautiful little trinket dish or candy dish. It has a Christmas theme. That's mistletoe. I couldn't believe I found this. It was brand new in the box. Isn't that pretty? I can't remember if I found any comps on this one or not. I didn't pay much for it, like $2 or $3. So a while back, I did a sort of ride along with me for my YouTube channel where I was going to a lot of different yard sales. I will link that in the description if I can remember to. Anyway, in that video, that was the first time I had ever even seen a Harry Winston box. I didn't know anything about it. I've seen the Tiffany's boxes. I've even seen a Cartier box or two, but never a Harry Winston. So anyway, I'm at this yard sale, and like I said, you can see me actually going up to the table and finding it. I think it was $1. It was a 14-karat gold Harry Winston pen, brand new in the box, or maybe not brand new, but it was in the box with the pouch and all the stuff. So here's my second time I found it. Paid, maybe $2 or $3 for this, something like that, in a thrift store. Sold it for $65. I bought quite a few SPI items at a garage sale over the summer. I think it was late summer or early fall. All really pretty stuff, all solid brass. And this one's pretty cool. It wasn't really that big, but it's a little hook you can just put in your closet or on your wall or what have you. It's really pretty, nice and heavy, very, very nicely made, completely in the money on that garage sale for sure, and I'm still selling, like, the last few items. I think I may be yeah, I don't know how much in the profit, but, hundreds, if not over $1,000 in the profit. Anyway, sold this item for 20. In case you don't know, vintage barrettes are a thing. Some of them sell for a lot of money. I got these as part of a lot from an auction a while back. It's sort of this, faux tortoise shell. There's 2 of them. Aren't those nice? Who remembers barrettes like this? I do. They're kinda comfortable, actually. Didn't pay much for them, totally in the money for sure on that auction lot. Sold the 2 of these for 19. I got this linen tea towel a long, long time ago at a yard sale. I just thought it was, like, the best thing ever, and I then recently sort of, rediscovered it. I had this in a bin full of stuff, and I decided to sell this one and the one that I bought with it. It seemed like it was brand new, never used, really cool. I'm gonna enlarge it so you can see it better because it's kind of a neat thing. Some really neat graphics here. I love that poodle, and you can see there's like a tray, a three-tiered tray. There's a pineapple on it. Of course, the Eiffel Tower's in the back. It's very cool. Look at the trees with the kind of teal blue leaves. Very interesting. I couldn't really find one like it, so I wasn't sure how to price it, but I decided to go with $15 for that one, which I got kind of right away too. And here's the other vintage linen tea towel that I sold at the same time. The same person bought both of them, and I did combine shipping, of course. And this one I got at the same yard sale. How fun. Look at the hard boiled. I love those colors. Such great mid-century modern pieces. I sold both of those for $15 each. I know I didn't pay a lot of money for this 14 karat gold puff heart. I had 2 of them. Now, I generally, if I'm lucky enough to find gold, or my mom is, we actually don't keep it because we don't wear it. And there's always a risk of just having it around, God forbid there's a house fire or a flood or something. So I don't really like to keep gold around at all. So I do sell it. I don't know why I had these 2 little hearts, but anyway, I sold the other one a couple of weeks ago. I think I sold that one for 50. I was trying to get $75 for this one with no luck. So maybe just trying to look at the date. It looks like I listed it on February 21st. So it took a little while to sell, but I did lower the price. I actually took a best offer on this one of $45. So no problem. I think I probably paid a dollar for it or something like that a long time ago, though. Sometimes when I'm at an auction and I get a whole box lot full of jewelry, there's other stuff in there too, like lighters or I don't know, I can't think like barrettes, like we just were talking about, and other things. So this was in a box lot of jewelry, I think. Now these items sometimes can sell because it is a very specific thing. Kistler Instrument Corp. I've never heard of it. Advanced Dynamic Instrumentation, 716 area code. I don't know where that is. Kind of a cool item, though. It is a Zippo lighter. That's the name brand, or one of the name brands that's very collectible. I don't really know that much about lighters, but I sell them sometimes, and I've sold them in the past also. Cool little item, I think. Sold that one for 20, definitely in the money on that entire auction lot. Here's an item I got at a thrift store for a dollar. I was thinking maybe this would be more valuable than this. Not that I'm complaining. Spent a dollar, sold it for 11. Very, very easy, very fast, easy to ship. It's not going to break. I guess this is, I was never really a Friends watcher. I mean, I've seen it a little bit, but I guess there was an episode where one of the characters put a turkey on their head or something for Thanksgiving. I think that's what this is. It is actually very adorable. So I bought 2 of these, but I sold the first one right here for $11, paid a dollar. Here's an item you don't find every day. This was the first time I had ever found anything by Nettie Rosenstein. This is such a cool piece. First of all, it's massive. Look at that. It's very masculine, but I mean, I like wearing jewelry that's this big. Look at it from the side. So nice. Wow. Look at the expression. It's just beautiful. And it's large. It's 3 inches. It was very heavy also. We'll take a look at what the signature looks like. Now, I did get this in like a thrift store type of place. but it's kind of a place where they sell designer shoes and designer handbags and expensive clothing and stuff like that. So the jewelry is not super cheap. I can't remember exactly what I paid for this, maybe 25 or $30, something like that. So this was up for 6 or 7 months, and somebody reached out and made me a best offer of 150, or made me an offer of 150, I should say, and I, took that. Now, this is such a rare item, I couldn't even find anything like it on the whole internet. So I don't know if it's a custom-made piece or a one of a kind, but I love it. I hope its new owner loves it too. It's very, very cool. I'm not a crafter personally, but I do like to buy these types of things at yard sales. This happened to be a massive estate sale where I already made a huge profit, and I still have a lot of yarn. And this was a lot of 7 skeins. It looks like it was made somewhere else. Does it say what country? Oh, made in Italy. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I love that shade of green. Completely in the money on this estate sale, sold those 7 skeins for 25 with many, many more left to sell too. I bought this Swarovski cat pin at a yard sale, and like a complete bonehead, and I don't usually do this, the woman selling it said, "This is very, very rare." I went online, and the shape of the tail and the position of it, it's super rare, like, they sell for about $200, and I said, "Wow, really?" And I didn't look it up or anything, I just took her word for it, and I'm sure she thought that was correct. So she actually charged me $50 for this, which I paid. But, like you do, you buy a lot of stuff, and then she did knock money off at the end. Now, in that lot on that day, I bought a pair of boots for $20, which I think I sold for 150. So I am in the profit anyhow on this yard sale. So I was able to sell this little guy for $25. It is really super cute, you have to say. But yeah, I don't know why I that was just really stupid. When I pay real money for something, and real money is very different for me as to what it may be for somebody else. I have a friend who literally couldn't lose $1 or $2 because she is in bad financial condition. So what your threshold for risk is very variable for sure. But I don't usually like just drop $50 without being very, very sure that it's worth it. In this case, it wasn't, but it's okay because I did make all my money back and then some on that yard sale. It's a cute little cat. Speaking of cute cats, look at this giant cat head trying to fit through a mouse hole. Of course, this is a JJ. What else could it be? Isn't that fun? I love it. I'm surprised I didn't put that one on my measuring mat just to show how big. Oh, I see. I wrote it was 2 inches right in the title. Isn't that cute? I'm sure I found this somewhere for $1. I may not always remember exactly what I paid for something unless I paid a bunch for it. That I usually will remember. So since I can't remember, I would think I paid $1 or 50 cents, something like that. Sold this one for 10. I was just showing this beautiful little flower in a video recently. Isn't she adorable? How much do you love that? This was actually in a hutch I have, and I'm trying to make some more room in there, and I've had her for a really long time. I think this was a yard sale find or a thrift store, and the company is Okada. It's such a beautiful piece. I don't think it's probably super old. I don't know. What do you think? 50s maybe, something like that? 60s possibly? So I think I paid $1 for this one at a yard sale, maybe $2, and sold it for 29. I'm happy with the price. I hope the person loves it. It's really an interesting piece. Some people may have seen a jewelry haul video that I did that was mostly J. King stuff, but there was a lot of other stuff too, including a lot of Honora pearls. That's where I got this beautiful necklace. I love white pearls. These are cultured pearls. Of course, the difference being a natural pearl, an irritant will get inside of a shell, accidentally, but cultured, it is put there on purpose. And it's not usually a little tiny piece of sand either. They can put something really big in there, and then the mollusk just puts the nacre on like whatever shape is in there. That's how that works, if that makes any sense. Anyway, very cool, beautiful freshwater pearl necklace. I love that color. Brand new with the tag on, in the box, the whole thing. didn't pay much for it. Completely in the money for sure, by a lot of money at that estate sale haul. Sold this one for 29, pure profit. I found this item in a jewelry jar. Now, I thought that maybe this was going to be a special item. This is from Otis Elevators, and that is kind of rare that somebody worked there for 40 years. That's what that 40 means. It's in very, very nice condition. I paid $10 for the jewelry jar, and I put this up. I took a best offer of $65. So how great is that? By the way, I just want to mention, if you're watching this on your iPhone and you can't see the whole screen, like pinch your screen closed, and that way you'll see what's called original size. So I notice sometimes when I'm watching a video on my iPhone, I'm not able to see like the whole screen and the title and all that. So just a heads up. Now, these 3 Honora pearl bracelets, they're stretchy pearl bracelets, but I love the colors. These also came from that J. King estate sale. So complete profit on this. Look at those rich colors. So beautiful. Sold those 3 for $20. The photograph does not do this item justice. This was a very, very lovely Heidi Daus necklace. Let me enlarge it and see if it can look any better. The pictures are not doing this justice. This was a knockout. It would hurt your eyes. It was so shiny and glittery and big too. I got this as part of an auction lot. I think I'm in the money on that lot. Sold this one for $50. Here's a very pretty little angel sterling silver necklace. Now, this one was bought by a friend of the channel, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. Isn't this cute? That's a pretty good price, right? $15. I don't remember where I got this. This may have been part of an auction lot. You know, in case you've never been to an auction, and I do have some videos on those too. Sometimes you can buy pieces individually, which I have done in the past for sure. But I really like buying what's called box lots full of stuff. So when you're looking at a box lot, you know, you realize you're not going to make money on every single piece. But I kind of try to do the math. Like I sort of estimate what I can get for each thing. And then I decide on the price before I sit down and start bidding on it, because you can really get bidding fever and overbid on things. So I'm pretty good about that. I'm careful. And I think that's where I got this item. So I probably am already in the profit on this lot, because I think I've had this for a while. Sold it for $15. This was the first time I had ever heard of this designer. Bars is the designer. This was very clearly signed, sterling silver. This was so pretty. I guess yeah, there it is. Okay, I was going to say I didn't do a close-up, but I did. So it's not old or anything. It sure is beautiful, though. I love that. Isn't that pretty? I believe I paid $2 for this in a thrift store, sold it for $50. 2 summers ago, I bought a very large box lot of antique cufflinks. They are all from the 1920s. And I've been selling them little by little. At first, I cherry picked out the best of the best. I sold those individually. Some of them were gold. I may have a few more gold ones. I'm really trying to go through them. But I decided, like, after I kind of took out the best of the best, to just lot them up and sell them that way. So that's what I've been doing. These are called Come Aparts. That is a very popular name brand. And it's actually not the name brand. The name brand is Bare and Wild. But it is like the patented sort of mechanism, if you will, for how they work. They snap closed. And there's a certain way they come apart. It's come apart with a K, by the way. Aren't those cool? What made these particularly nice, of course, is that they're new on their original cards. So sold those 2 pair for $25. Here's a lot of 6 that I put together from that same collection. Let me enlarge them because they are quite pretty. It can be tricky to get good pictures of items like these. So I sometimes take them outside, and that's on our back deck, which is in need of being refinished, as you can see. But I think it's kind of a cool place to take photographs. And there's this one, kind of showing them from the side. I guess I didn't open them up and show them. I'm surprised. Anyway, that's a very, very nice little lot, isn't it? I sold that lot for $35. Here's an extra special pair that I sold separately. I think this may have been sterling silver. I don't know. I could have tested them very, very easily, but I didn't. I didn't really think it was going to make a difference as to the price. These were also come aparts, and they're also Barren Wild or B&W, as it says right there. These are beautiful Art Nouveau cufflinks. Do you love those? I believe I took a best offer on these, right around $44, I believe. So great price. If I'm at a yard sale or a thrift store, I'll usually grab scarab jewelry if I see it. This one is by a company called Longcraft. I thought this was a pretty shape. I like everything about this. It's in excellent condition. I love the colors too. Isn't that pretty? Carved scarab. Didn't pay a lot for that one. Sold it for 23. I sold this beautiful bird kitchen towel by Michelle Design Works for $9. I really don't usually like selling things at this low of a price, but I happen to have a stack of them, easy to ship. I took quick pictures and then just duplicated them out after I wrote the description and stuff. And just because I had a whole bunch of them, the small amounts do add up, and they were new with the tag. Very pretty. So sold this one for 9. Look at this beautiful sterling silver tiara ring. I got this one at an estate sale. That is obviously a stock photo, but isn't that nice? So this is a perfect reproduction of the William and Kate wedding, Kate's crown that she wore on her wedding day. Or tiara. Is there a difference between a tiara and a crown? I think a crown has an opening in the back, and a tiara has an opening in the back, and a crown goes all the way around. I'm not sure. I guess I never really thought about it. So I paid, I think $5 or $10 for this, but I am already in the money on that whole estate sale. So this is pure profit. Sold this very, very pretty ring for 50. My mom and I bought a box of gold a few weeks ago from a man. We had gone to his estate sale like a few months earlier, and we just happened to see him in his yard. So we bought 4 pieces of 14 karat gold. There were 3 rings and this necklace, but oh, you know what? There's also the necklace part too. This is just the pendant. That's true. And we've already sold all 3 of the rings. One of them had a tiny diamond. So we sold this for $100. This is carved blue agate. Isn't that cute? People collect cat stuff like crazy. A nice size, beautiful color. Very sweet item. Great profit on that one too. Sold it for 100. We got this New York Yankees watch actually at that same estate sale, like the first time we went, where, the place where we bought the gold. We got a little bit of gold on that day too. This is kind of cool. Look at that, a charm bracelet. I think it said Kohl's on it. Yeah, I couldn't quite make out what the price was. Maybe it was $68 or something like that. A great item. It needed a new battery. I do know how to change watch batteries, but time is such an issue for me. I just really didn't have time. I couldn't get to it. So I just decided to sell it and say that it needed a new battery. Anyway, probably paid $1 for it or something like that. Sold this one for 30. I try to avoid glassware because I hate shipping it. And also, I know just about nothing about it. But I do know a little bit about Fenton. I have sold it before. I did buy a collection once, many, many years ago, and sold it piece by piece on eBay. So the hand-painted pieces are desirable. This is also signed by the artist. Look at this piece of gorgeousness. It's beautifully painted. Now, there were not really flaws, but right around that hole where the hole was drilled, where you could, put it on your lamp, there was like rough spots. They kind of weren't really chips. It's hard to explain. I tried to. I think that's gorgeous. I almost kept it too. Now I have I had a different lamp that had like kind of a beaded shade on it. And this is on top of my piano where I took this photograph. So I took that other shade off and I put this on just to show it, but I really should have turned off the lights and shown it lit up. It was absolutely gorgeous. I got this item at a church sale where people like bring all their stuff for the church to sell. I paid $3 for it according to my notes and sold it for $175. Great profit. Such a pretty piece. I found this bracelet at a thrift store. I think I paid $2 or $3 for it, so a lucky find. Now this one is by a company T&C or Town& and Country. It is 14 karat gold and sterling, and it's not, like, hard to find the mark, but it's not just on the bracelet, you have to open it up to see it, and maybe that's why they didn't notice it, not sure. Isn't it pretty, though? I love that sort of rope design, and look at the inside of it too, it's very pretty even on the inside of the bracelet. Nice and heavy too, almost 14 grams, and I think the bracelet itself was sterling, and then I think just that round part in the front that has a peridot, that was the 14 karat gold part. Pretty little bracelet, paid 2 or 3, sold it for 50. I could look back in my notes and figure it out because now I get a little bit confused with the next 2 items. They're both J. King items, and now I don't remember if I got them from that estate sale or as part of an auction lot because I did buy some auction lots that had more J. King jewelry. I love green turquoise. This is so pretty. Look at those chunks. Oh, that's so nice. Of course, the findings are sterling silver, clearly signed. Yeah, this must have been from the auction because stuff from that estate sale was new, and I see I wrote pre-owned on this one. Very, very pretty. So that says, it's kind of weird because it says DTR, which would be the correct way to read it, but the company is called Desert Rose Trading, and that is J. King. I took a best offer on this necklace of $75 in the money, definitely on that box lot. Okay, this is the J. King necklace that came from the estate sale. So I sold this one for 60. This was up for a few months. Isn't it pretty? Brand new with the pouch, the paperwork, the box. Very, very beautiful. Yeah, sold it for 60 completely in the money on that entire estate sale for sure. How groovy is this contact paper? Who remembers contact paper? I do. Who else is a '70s kid? Totally. I know my mom used to have it on the inside of her cupboards like everybody else, but I wanna enlarge this. Super cool. This certainly has Peter Max vibes, right? So I guess technically it's not contact paper because I believe that is the name brand. This is called Magic Cover Vinyl, but same type of thing. Look at those colors. Groovedelic, man. And there I am on my back deck. And I think somewhere there, canister coverings. Whoa, that would make cool canisters. Yeah, that was sort of hard to describe, so I just took a picture of it, like, on the ends, like, the plastic had kind of worn away over time and stuff. It was, like, a little not, like, tattered, but, you see what I mean? Just a little something, something. Let's see what I sold these for, I can't remember. I think I got a best offer on these maybe the first day or 2 that I had them listed. I did sell them for $45. I think I found these years ago at a yard sale. I probably paid a dollar each or maybe a dollar for both. I was planning on doing something with them, but I just don't have the time. So I hope whoever bought these did do something very cool with them. I love these. I was at an auction where they had a box lot of old letter openers, and I bought them because I noticed that one of them was of the 21 Club in New York City, but it didn't say 21 Club, but I recognized it. So I thought that it might sell for something, and it did. I think I paid 30 or 40 for the whole lot, and I know I just sold that one for 100. Now, this one is a Masonic item. I will buy Masonic stuff if I see it, see them. Usually I do if the price is right. So this was from 1920. Pawtucket, I guess that's in Rhode Island, right? 1820 to 1920. Took a best offer on that letter opener. I think $23 is what I got for it. How about this Heidi Daus necklace? This is incredible. Look at all of those colors. Beautiful detailing. You notice that the stones are not only different colors, they're also different shapes, different sizes. The same with those faux pearls. This is kind of like a work of art, I think. It's also massive. It was in excellent condition. Now, I got this at the same auction where I got that other Heidi Daus. It was in the same lot. And I think I made all my money back on that. I'm pretty sure. Sold that one for 50. I've had this item listed for about 2 years. I happened to find a lot of Danbury mint jewelry in a thrift store, and I bought all of it. That's not really a very good picture. There are real little diamonds in there. I think they were real. I can't remember now because it's been 2 years, but I'm pretty sure. So it says "Love Always" on the back, $9.25. It is gold plated, and that's called vermeil. And there's the size. Pretty little thing. Definitely in the money on all that Danbury mint for sure. Sold this little heart for 12. Here are some more Honora pearls. How pretty. This I got at the J. King estate sale. What a beautiful set that is. Necklace, bracelet, and earrings. New and never worn. Isn't that a pretty color? Very soft. I love the presentation too. I love that box. I love pearls. I really do. In the money for sure. Sold this one for 40, pure profit. If you're a jewelry lover, I do sell jewelry sometimes on my YouTube channel. I'm going to try to start doing it every other Sunday, but I do it on Sundays usually, just not every Sunday. Now, I'm reminded of that because on my next jewelry sales video, I'm going to be selling some Leah Stein pieces. I bought out a pretty large collection, and I am letting go of some of them. This is very beautiful. I love swans too. There it is, Leah Stein, Paris. Very cool. Look at the colors. I love it. I love the shape. It's got a mod thing. This is kind of an important designer. Her stuff does sell for bunches of money. It will definitely go up over time. And I sold this one for 90. I am in the money on that collection. I am keeping a lot of them, but I am going to be selling some more of them too. So keep your eyes open if you're a collector. They're beautiful pieces to have. I have sold this name brand several times before. It is Sim Metallic. It's 12 karat gold on sterling silver. This is so super Art Deco. Look at that. I love the swirls. And I was sort of trying to take it from the side a little bit just so people could see it wasn't super, super flat or anything. Isn't that pretty? Did I not take a picture of the signature? I'm surprised. Nice weight on it too. Let me see if I can just enlarge it so we can take a look at what the mark looks like. I guess you can't really see it. It's here. It's upside down. I usually take pictures of that. I'm surprised I didn't this time. Oh, well. I don't remember exactly where I got this one, so I'm just going to assume I paid $1 or $2 for this in a thrift store or at a yard sale. Sold it for $35. So I am trying to get rid of some of the stuff I have that I'm not using, I'm not enjoying, I'm not displaying, and so on. Now, through the years at yard sales, I have picked up a lot of Fire King, and I noticed that these are quite collectible because of the color. Beautiful pink color. That's called a D handle. They made them in D handles and also in C handles. These were really excellent condition-wise. There it is, Fire King. So pulled these out of a box that, just dishes I've been collecting through the years from yard sales. I sold this lot for $99. I sold this yarn for $11, completely in the money. I got this from, with all that other yarn I bought. This one is wool and nylon, 215 yards. It is sock yarn. The color is amazing. Hand dyed. I think this is my 3rd or 4th hank that I've sold by this same maker, Lorna's Laces. Great thing to look out for. Just a little thing. Very, very easy to ship. Sold it for $11. My mom found this little pendant, 14 karat gold, solid 14 karat gold at a yard sale. She got a bunch of stuff. We did a video on that too. How fun is this? I love that it's the yellow gold and also the rose gold, also called pink gold sometimes. And there's the mark. Isn't that cute? It was just a little thing. I put that up and I took a best offer. $70 is what I sold this one for, but I have to give her the money. Got to remember that. I don't remember where I got this. It may have been a yard sale or something. I don't think I paid a lot for it. How cute are they? I think this has so much personality, these 3 little critters. Isn't that fun? And this is by a designer, Shepherd Hill Designs. I don't know if I had ever seen that before. I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar to me. Isn't that cute? Adorable. I sold that little sterling silver pin for $17.20. I got this ring with a bunch of other stuff at an auction. This is a very pretty turquoise and sterling silver ring. I love the shape of this. Look at the band. It's interesting. Look at that. I love it. There's the mark. There's the size. Hard to say what I paid for it. I'm not sure if I'm in the profit yet or not on this box lot, but I sold this ring for $27. A few months back, I bought a pretty large Oddfellows collection. There are ribbons and pins and all kinds of old stuff. Some of it's from the 1800s. I think I paid $350 for it, but I bought a couple of other things too. So I think I'm in $400 deep, and I think I almost made all my money back, but I have a lot left over that I think I'm just going to put in an auction. Anyway, this is like the rarest thing ever as far as Oddfellows goes. It's so rare, I had a very, very hard time finding out what it actually is. It's in nice shape. It's very cool, for sure. We included 2 different things we found on the internet about this odd thing, Oddfellows thing, and also an odd thing. So let's see what it says. The Society of Oddfellows opened in 1860. Many good men have joined the association, although non-members have long speculated about the secret initiation ceremony. Rumors of secret signs, salutations, and passwords have long existed, but the real curiosity is the mumbling about initiates riding the goat. This year, Denver got to see its own version of this most secret Oddfellow ritual and grabbing the animal's large horns. The new initiate is thrown from the goat and lands on the floor on his back, hearing laughter all around. This is certainly a very rare item, and I think it's very interesting. Sold it for $100. I found this old tiger's eye necklace in a thrift store, paid $2 for it. The findings are sterling. Isn't that pretty? It's all hand knotted. Those are very pretty beads in the light. I loved it. Paid $2, sold it for $20. Who else loves KJL jewelry? I do. I bought this as part of a lot. There were other KJL pieces. There was writing on the box, unfortunately, but it was kind of cool that it had its pouch, its box, its warranty card, and also its COA. It's so realistic. I love it. No, that looks discolored. It wasn't. That's a terrible photograph. Oh, geez. Anyway, I did buy it now on this. Sold it for $45. I think I'm in the money on that lot. I can't remember. I've been buying a lot of lots over the past few months. Well, $45 is what I got for it. Good price. Here's a boring item, right? Compression socks. If I see things like this and it's a great price, I will buy them because I know they have a little bit of resale value. I think I got 6 pair for $5 or something like that, maybe $10. Gosh, I don't remember. But I sold the 3 of these. They were all new in the box for $22. And I have 3 more to sell that are up right now as buy it now. This is the last item for today. This is a Sikorsky aircraft tie clip. And this is for an employee who worked there for 5 years. I want to enlarge it because I want to make sure you take a look at the logo. There it is. It's like the letter S with a wing. It was in nice shape too. I think I picked this one up in a thrift store for $1 and I sold it for $38. That's it for today. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me. If you're looking to flip items for a profit, especially jewelry, I hope this video was helpful to you. I'd also like to thank you if you bought any of these items and you're watching right now. I truly do appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Let me know what you think below. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.